Hello, this is Zamanzadeh from zzNetworking.com. In order to see better, press this icon to view full screen. In our previous tutorial, we discussed the joins we normally use using the where clause and equal join, and also the natural join, which most programmers avoid because of sometimes when you have more than one common column, or a column that has the same name, same data type, but different values, like the street name for your customer and the street name for your representative, it causes problems. So there's two other join methods which we're going to be discussing in this video. The first one is called join using, and the second one is called join on. So let's begin. Now in the first code, I say select first name, last name, customer name from rep customer, or rep.repnum equals customer.repnum, our standard normal where clause equal join that we've always been using. Now, there's another way of doing this where we say select first name, last name, customer name from rep, join customer using, and then in parentheses you put their common column, which is rep num. That's what we want to join on. We go ahead and execute this, and sure enough it gives us exactly the same information. Let me give you another example of join using. In the following, I'd like to demonstrate that qualifiers are allowed. Unlike natural join, which cannot use column and table qualifiers, you can use that in join using. So we have select first name, last name, customer name from rep. I qualified that table with the letter R. Join customer. I qualified the customer table with the letter C. Using rep num is our common column. Execute, and once again we get the same information. So this qualification of tables and columns causes errors for natural join, but not in join using or join on. So let's have another example. Now, I've shown you join using for joining two tables. How about if we have multiple tables? How are we going to handle this situation? Well, we can say select for in our top code. We can say select first name, last name, customer number from the customer table, order number from the orders table, quote, price, description, from our 5 tables on this line right here, where, and then qualify each of our tables using where and then the and clause for these equal joins. Or we could say select in our bottom code, we could say select first name, last name, customer num, order num, quote, price, and description. Pay attention that the customer num here, as well as the order num, are not qualified because we don't have to. When we're using join using, we don't have to say customer.customer_num or orders.order_num, because we're already specifying in the using clause that rep num is the common column for the customer and rep table, and so on and so forth, making the rep number for the rep table and the customer table equal to each other. So we don't actually have to qualify that in the select statement. So here we select all the columns we want to view. We say from our tables, and instead of saying equal to, we say we're rep, from rep, join customer using rep num, and then use the join keyword as opposed to and. We say join orders using customer num, join order line using order num, then join part using part num. Now if we execute either one of these, it's going to give us the same exact results. Control Enter, we get one set of results, 9 rows returned. Now I'm going to execute the second one, and sure enough, oops, we got a small little problem here. See if that fixed it. There we go, that fixed it. One too many spaces. Okay, so there we go ahead and get the same exact 9 columns. So I'm going to execute the top one just to show you one more time. It's the same 9 columns as the bottom one. That's the top code. 9 columns, 9 rows returned. Execute the bottom one. Same 9 rows returned. So that's join using. Now in my next example, I want to show you join using again, but this time with a where clause at the end of it. So in this example, we say select rep num first name, last name, customer name from rep, join customer using rep num, and then if we want to restrict some rows, after this we would put the where clause where last name equals Smith. And make sure Smith in the single quotes is in the same format you have on your tables. It's case sensitive. So we get these 4 rows returned. Now, let me show you a second method of joining tables. It's called join on. So here we say select rep.repnum first name, last name, customer name from rep, join customer on rep.repnum equal customer.repnum. So essentially it's the same code, only now we're using the join keyword and the on reserve word. Those 2 reserve words. Now we get the following information, as you can see here. So let's go ahead and try another example of join on. Now we're going to say select rep.repnum first name, last name, customer name from rep, join customer on rep.repnum equals to customer.repnum. Now join orders on customer.customernum equal to orders.customernum where last name equals Smith. The purpose of this is to show you how to join more than 2 tables. You simply say join and on and repeat that. And of course the where clause goes at the very end where last name equals Smith. We execute this, and we get the following 6 rows. Now, to give you another example of join on. Now, before I code the following, I'm going to in fact code it down here. Pay attention that I qualify columns. Unlike join using, I do have to qualify the columns in the select clause, and so on and so forth. However, you can once again use table aliases. For instance, we say select r.repnum, which means we want repnum from the rep table, first name, last name, customer name, and then here in our from clause, we have to specify which letter corresponds to which table. So this R here means that the rep table is represented by that letter R, and this C here, once again, means that the customer table is represented by the letter C. So we say select r.repnum, repnum from the rep table, first name, last name, and customer name. From rep R, join customer C on r.repnum equal to c.repnum, join orders O on c.customernum equal to o.customernum, where O represents the orders table. So we're going to go ahead and then finally at the very bottom we say where last name equals Smith. So we go ahead and execute this, and sure enough we get the same exact 6 rows. Now I know this is a lot of information all at once. You may want to go over this information a couple times and practice a few of these on your own. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you.